Do you ever have a feeling that no matter what you do, nothing ever seems to work out? Or perhaps even when what you do is exceptional, no one ever seems to recognise your brilliance. And then when you look around your life and you see other people succeeding, you find it hard on some level to celebrate them fully, because it reminds you deep down of how insignificant you feel.
The Real Reason You Don't Believe in Yourself by Son of the Skies.
You say you want self-belief, but what if I told you there are parts of you unconsciously pushing it away, and that those same parts are the key to you finding it?
Meet Dez Troy, the inner addict.
Golden Boy, the perfection. This is Hilo. He brings the judgment. Marty's the victim. Blaine, well, he likes to blame. Noah tends to withdraw. And Little One, he's the innocence they're all trying to protect. The next characters aren't parts. They live on the outside.
Meet Bradley, the one being controlled by the parts. And Sarah, the one being impacted by the parts.
They're here to teach us what it looks like when our parts are on the show, and what becomes possible when we learn to listen to those parts instead of being ruled by them.
Just take my hand and fly.
My love, that video I put up this morning, well, it's had over 100,000 plays already. People are really loving this new content that I'm making.
Bradley, on the other hand, spent 6 weeks filming and editing his music video Happiness. Not that anyone gave a shit.
But instead of showing how crushed he was, Bradley's parts took over. Oh my love, that's amazing, 100,000.
Golden Boy shows up to avoid certain feelings. He's supportive.
Wow, I can't believe how well that's going for you.
Maybe too supportive.
And I'm just so happy that I could support you with the filming, and I can just tell that we're both about to take off.
Gotti does talk some rubbish, but that's because his self-belief is all a performance.
God blimey, someone fucking turned Golden Boy down a notch or two, Jesus Christ.
This is Dez. We'll come back to him. Because what we didn't see is that moments earlier, Bradley had already begun to lose faith in himself. First, Noah pulled his heart away, convinced there was no space for him inside Sarah's success.
Bradley, you just gotta face the facts, sweetie.
And that's when Hilo showed up.
You bald, you old, and you ugly, and nobody gonna wanna fuck you. Not even me, I fuck everybody. Now Sarah, she beautiful, she talented, she smart, and you know, she gonna be a success, and you're embarrassing her, sweetie, you're embarrassing everybody.
And when the noise gets too loud, well, that's when Dez comes back.
Now Bradley, Happiness might have been a complete flop, and Sarah might be better than you. However, what I do have for you is a nice line of the old fashioned Richard Gere in the bathroom for you. I've also got porn up in the bedroom, and we don't have to face it, mate. We don't have to face it. It's all right. Come on, son, let's go.
Whether it's coke, scrolling, or binge eating, Dez knows exactly how to help Bradley escape. But once the buzz fades, guilt rears its ugly head.
Now look here, Bradley, okay? Now nothing fucking well works in my life.
But Marty can't face guilt, so instead of being responsible, he points the finger.
I put all that effort in. I did all the filming and the editing, and I put it out. Took me 6 weeks, and fucking no one watched it because they're fucking cunts. Meanwhile, I fucking helped Sarah. She takes a shit, and you've got a group of people standing around the toilet celebrating. She's a fucking bitch.
Bradley knew he shouldn't let Marty win, but it was too late.
Are you okay, Bradley? Something seems really off with you. Look, Sarah, I don't know. Nothing I do seems to work. It's like I do everything that I think I should do. I take all the steps. I put all of my heart and my soul and my effort into it, and then I put it out and no one even notices. And yet I'm standing next to you, and everything you do is seen and celebrated and lifted up. My love, can you not just be happy for me? Look, I know it's hard for you, and I know that you're still working things out, but we both have our own things, and I really believe that you'll find the thing that's right for you in your own time. But honestly, there's no need to make all this about you right now, Bradley. Fuck you, Sarah. You got no fucking idea what it's like to be next to you.
Yeah, that was Blaine. He makes sure Bradley pushes away the very thing that he longs for.
Fuck off, Bradley. You're being really narcissistic right now.
Fuck you, Sarah. I'm going. I didn't want anything to do with you anymore.
Why are you saying this?
Because deep down, she represents everything he's scared he'll never deserve.
I love you, and I just want you to be happy.
Love, success, and a path of his own.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really angry, I'm really upset, I'm feeling really hurt.
But beneath it all lives the part he's been avoiding all along.
No one loves me. No one cares about me.
The truth is, the pain little one carries is where the key to Bradley's self-belief lies.
Hey, little one.
And so, for the first time, Bradley turned towards his pain instead of running from it.
I'm really sorry that you're feeling unseen and unloved. And I know that's really painful, but I just want you to know that I'm here. Thank you for loving me.
And in that moment, Bradley staying changed everything.
And I was thinking, what if you made a video where things started to go right and we started to believe in ourselves? Yeah?
And just like that, Bradley knew exactly what to say to Sarah.
I need some space. I need some space. I need some time to sort myself out. Well, I need space too. I just don't know if I can do this anymore, my love.
Bradley faced rejection again, just as when no one had watched his happiness video. But this time, Bradley stayed, and his parts decided to work together. Instead of hearing Sarah's words as a threat, Noah heard them as an opportunity to open his heart.
I just want you to know that I was really out of line, that I should never have spoken to you in that way. So why did you? It's not exactly the first time.
Just as Bradley was about to pull away, Hilo spoke the words he desperately needed to hear.
Bradley, you're wasting your time and your energy comparing yourself with Sarah. Now look, you beautiful, she beautiful, you both talented. So why don't you go focus on Son of the Skies, let her do her thing, and then come together and make some sweet-ass love in the overflowing juices of the co-creation. And please invite me, because I love to fuck you both.
Turns out, wisdom looks pretty good in eyeliner.
Hello, Bradley, where the hell have you gone? Oh.
As Bradley began to believe in himself, Golden Boy stepped forward to finally be seen.
Sarah, look, I realise I've been pushing you away.
For once, he stopped trying to impress and started telling the truth.
And the reason for that is that I've actually been feeling like such a failure. And so when things start to go well for you, on one hand I'm happy, but on the other hand it reminds me of how far I am from being where I want to be in my life. And you're getting so big that I'm scared of losing you. And then I'm fighting to try and be somewhere I'm not. I get it, Bradley, but that doesn't make it okay. I've been shrinking myself inside of this relationship to avoid your unhappiness, and that hasn't actually done either of us any good.
Of course, Sarah was right, and even Dez knew it.
Something definitely needs to change, Bradley. What? You think I like thumbing gear up my nose at 5 AM while simultaneously wanking myself dry with the other hand? Nah, mate, that's a cage. I desire to be free. Free to roam with me big cock out, bringing me creative spunk and juices to the great stage of life.
Bradley knew Dez wasn't the problem. Hiding him was. It was time to believe in himself and open the cage.
You know, my love, I realise I've been shrinking myself too. Like, I've got all of these really deep needs and desires to be out in life and to be creating, exploring, expressing who I am. I never wanted you to shrink yourself, and I've always wanted you to be free. But Bradley, the way you've been showing up, with all of this addiction, with all of these outbursts, it's felt so unsafe.
What Sarah was saying was true, and it was time for Bradley to take responsibility.
Look here, Bradley, all of this bloody addiction and outbursts is no good. It's hurting you, and it's hurting Sarah. And it's all because you're not wanting to be honest about what it is you really want. Now, I know it's scary, but we know that we want to be with Sarah, that we want to be able to make love with her and be married to her. But we also want to be free to move and dance and explore and make love to life in each moment as we choose. And I know those things don't typically go together in this life, but unless we start being honest and start asking, we're never going to be able to create what it is we want, and we both deserve that.
Look, how I've been hasn't been okay, and I know that, and I'm not running from it. And the way I actually get to change it now is by being honest about what it is I really desire. And what I want, Sarah, is I want to be with you. I want to love you and give you my heart. I want to be devoted to our family. I want to celebrate you and your bigness. And I also need to be out in the world myself, free to move and dance and express, to be intimate with others, to explore my sexuality in a way that feels true. So what you're saying is that you want to be able to be with me, but then you want to be able to just have sex with whoever you want. I'm saying that I want to be able to explore my desire in life and for that not to mean anything about the love that we share. You can't have it both ways, Bradley. If you want to just go and have sex with other people, then it's over between us. But can't you see, my love, this is why I've been shrinking myself. This is why I've been hiding. It's because I'd sooner give up every single one of my dreams and all of my desire than risk losing you. I understand what you're saying, Bradley, but what you're suggesting just isn't normal. It really doesn't feel safe. I understand that.
Bradley knew his desire wasn't a problem. It was the absence of safety. It was time to bring in the part that protects.
I know it's not been safe, lovely. That's because I've not been protecting you properly. Look, I know I've been fighting you, blaming you, making you responsible. And I know it's got us both stuck. But I also know that there's another way. Because what if true protection was never about holding on to each other for safety, but about letting go, trusting each other's paths, standing for each other's truths, fighting for each other's freedom and dreams. And from that place, choosing one another. You know, Bradley,
In the presence of true self-belief, Sarah could only soften.
when I stop fighting you and start listening to what you're actually saying, I can really feel the truth in your words. I think it's scary just because it's not what we've known love to be. But I'm really excited by the idea. I'm with you, my love. I just want to protect you, you know? I want to be the kind of man that just says, go have fun. Even if that might mean you being in bed with another man. And who knows, maybe me and Hilo can come and join a little bit later, you know? Oh, come on now, my love. That's not where my mind is. Although, I mean, it could be fun. Seriously though, I want us to stop being the reasons that we can't be who we're here to be. Because the man I'm becoming wants the woman you're becoming. I want us to stop saying no to each other and start saying yes to life, yes to love, yes to truth, yes to freedom, yes to our dreams. And I want to share that with you.
And finally, the part who needed to believe he was worthy of both love and freedom found the courage to ask the question.
So you mean we can choose each other and still be free? Yes, exactly, little one. Because that's the truth of real love. It can't be caged, it can only be chosen. I choose Sarah because I choose myself. And I choose her without her needing to choose me. She's free to stay and she's free to go. And that's what makes it real. Because love can't be controlled. It only thrives when it's chosen from freedom. Bradley, I was just thinking, I'd like to make some more content now. Are you up for it? Yeah, sure thing. I don't suppose I could get a blowjob over it. Maybe. If not, I'm sure Hilo will sort you out. The thing I've come to learn about true self-belief is that it isn't something that we can perform or fake. It's something that we naturally already are beneath the parts of ourselves that are secretly fighting and pushing everything that we want away. So our job really is to learn how to listen to these parts so that we can give ourselves what we need. Because when we stop fighting ourselves, when we start self-sourcing our own validation and our own love, we stop needing to get it externally. And from here, love becomes something that we hold, and it becomes a freedom and it becomes a choice. And when we move from that place, we're moving from a place of truth rather than guilt or obligation. And we start to create a life where self-belief isn't something that we need to perform, but rather something that naturally overflows when we give ourselves exactly what it is we desire. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Son of the Skies. If you'd like to see more content, please press like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.